Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS in.form. I'm Kaitlyn Neukam, and we have one of our regulars at the couch once again, Mr. Kyle Rupert, the Executive Director of the Jasper Community Arts. So welcome.
Thank you. I like that here at the couch whatever. Like, that's nice.
We're still trying to figure out how best to do it. Sometimes it doesn't roll off the tongue as well, but at the couch, in the in.form set, in the studio. But
is this rug new?
No, this has been part of the set. You can't see the rug on camera.
Notice this rug.
It came with the donation from Kimball International.
That was very nice.
It was like a whole setup that they gave us.
It looks very cozy.
Well,
y'all are missing out.
Y'all, thank you. Yeah, they are missing out. It's like a nice modern shag rug.
I love how we've now created this like picture in their mind of what this rug could be.
Yeah.
And like we haven't been very specific, so it could be anything. There is a rug. I promise.
See, that's why we have to be creative, and you working in the arts, you have to be extra creative.
Yeah, no, it's a good rug.
So besides the interior design choices for today, the Jasper Community Arts, what's been going on? What are you here to talk about today? We've got a lot to talk about.
Fan favorite coming up again, the Beehive. Mm-hmm. We're very excited to be playing host again at the Cultural Center. We've got a great event lined up this year. At its core, of course, the Beehive is an arts market, and it's juried. So we have a group that looks at all the applications, and we had probably 3 or 4 dozen people that applied to be included. Unfortunately, we only have so much space, but we do have about 23 or so artists that are set up that make all kinds of different wares and paintings and things like that, and practical items as well, that'll be ready to go and have items there for purchase. And then this year we've continued the food truck experience. Wood Capital Pizza is returning, so that'll be fantastic, but we have some new additions as well. Emerald Greens will be on site this year, so we're excited to have that option. Oink will also be there. And of course they've become very popular in the community as well. And then we'll have some sweet delicious kettle corn too, which is great fair food. So great market food. So we're excited to have those options. And then we've also now, last year everything was pre-recorded music. We've got live music set up for most of the event this year. So from 11 until about 2 o'clock, we'll have Debbie Sheeter playing. And she's a local favorite, fantastic person and musician. And then after that, we've got Chris Dixon, who, if you haven't had a chance to see Chris Dixon perform music, it really is a special treat. And he'll have a booth there as well. So not only does he play music, he acts. He is a fantastic woodworker. I have not found something yet that he can't do. So we're very excited to have them as an option as well for folks, and we invite people to bring their wallets and their lawn chairs, because it'll be a full day of awesome activities. Oh, and I almost forgot the pumpkin painting. Oh, I can't believe I forgot that. So we've got free pumpkins that we'll have in our pumpkin patch for kids. They can come in. Adults, I guess, if you want to.
I was going to say, how big of a kid is the cutoff?
Well, I guess it's just age is a number. It's how you feel or whatever, right?
Fair enough.
So you can come and we'll have a bunch of pumpkins out, and you can pick whichever one you like, and then take it over to our station that we'll have set up where you can paint the pumpkins. And then they'll be ready to go by the end of the day. And if it happens to be really sunny, maybe even sooner. So a lot of activity. Of course, the farmers market will still be going on.
Yes.
One of the last days for that. So that'll be going on from 8 to noon in part of the parking lot, and then starting at 8 o'clock that morning as well will be the Beehive.
Yes.
And that'll continue on until 5 o'clock. So.
And remind me, is the Beehive in the atrium? Is it on the other side of the community center?
So what we've done is, a lot of this information can be found on our website, jasperarts.org/beehive. And what we've done is, so we've got the farmers market in one part of the parking lot, and then we've left a large chunk of the parking lot available for parking for visitors.
Yes.
And then there's another smaller chunk of the parking lot that we've got cordoned off for the artists and the food trucks, and that'll carry on over to our lawn area all the way up the walkway to the atrium. So It'll be taking place outside,
Okay.
but the galleries will be open as well.
Yes.
So we just opened a new gallery, our 30th annual juried art exhibition, which features artists from Indiana and the contiguous states. And awards were given out recently, and then we've got Jay, who's a local photographer, who went to Pfaffenweiler, which is our sister city, and took a bunch of photos there, and some of his favorites are on display. And then we've got an artist named Solaf Abbas, who's on display, and her work is abstract and just goes along with a really touching story that is, once you read it in the artist statement, it really brings the artwork to life. So all that will be available during Beehive, and we're very excited about that.
Will the Jasper Public Library be open alongside you guys?
Yes. Yeah, the library will be open during its regular hours on that Saturday. So there's will be a lot available for folks.
Hopefully it'll be wonderful weather where you don't want to be inside, but in case you want to go inside,
Right.
the art center will be open, the library is open. I think that was the one thing about, having festivals in that vicinity, like the Strassenfest. It's like everyone wants to go in their air-conditioned bathrooms, but unfortunately can't have that all the time.
Sure.
So the facilities will be available for everybody.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which is great to hear.
Yeah.
And so, of course, Beehive, when is the event, and is there admission charges or anything like that?
Saturday, September 30th, from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. There's no cover charge, no fee to come to the market. You can window shop all you want. The music is free. Food you have to pay for, because those are businesses that are trying to make money. We would encourage everyone to come and look at what the artists have available. These are handcrafted items. There's too many for me to remember in my brain, but we've got Be Grateful honey, and I'm not going to go through all of them, just pick out a few, but we've got Cedar Ridge candles. I mentioned Chris Dixon woodworking, Frankie & Co. leather. They do leather bags, leather handbags and stuff. Fried Treasures, Traditional Arts Today, which is actually based in Ferdinand. They have a booth there as well. Sandy Sawdust Studio, Romy and Claire, Muddy Pearl, Monty Young, so some potters as well, some ceramicists. So unique items that you're not going to find, in your big box stores. These are handcrafted. They're one of a kind. You can talk with the artists. It's a great chance, even if they don't have something in their booth that you are particularly interested in, but you like their style. It's an opportunity to start that conversation and maybe inquire about having them make something specific for you.
Yeah.
So it's a really good opportunity for those things as well.
And for those who don't really know what to get the tough person with the holiday season coming around, this would be a perfect opportunity to, again, find something that's going to be one of a kind and unique.
Get your shopping done now.
Yeah.
Why? And then you can just enjoy the whole holiday season. And even if you're not sure, what, that you said, that hard to get person, right? But if they said, I got you, it's handcrafted.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's
it
special.
could be the most, not that these items are here, but the most mundane, simple thing ever. But if you tell someone it's handcrafted, their mind starts turning wow, someone put time and energy into it. It wasn't just made by a machine in a factory. You can't find that stuff in big box stores. And a lot of these artists are local. They're in the region. So you're supporting the local artists, local economy, the whole thing.
And remind us again, if people want more information on the Beehive, where do we need to look?
JasperArts.org/Beehive. That'll have the concrete information time, date, location. Any updates, I would encourage folks to visit and follow either our Facebook page, which is Jasper Community Arts, or search for The Beehive on Facebook, and there's a page there you can follow too. So if we ran into any weather situations or things like that, that'll be the first place you want to go.
Yes, I'll put all the plugs in there just so that people have their bases covered.
Yes.
So, not to shy away from our Beehive topic today, but what else is the Arts Center kind of working on? What we got coming up in the next few months?
Well, so out at the Jasper Arts Center, the auditorium, our performance season's getting ready to start. So we've got a lot of shows lined up. Tickets for a few of those are going rather quickly. So any country music fans that are out there, tickets are running out for Diamond Rio. Anybody who is either a fan of Broadway or the animated Disney films, tickets for Lea Salonga, who's coming in April, those are running out pretty quickly. And we expect that tickets for A Christmas Carol will run out as well as we get closer to December. So that's going. We've got a couple of public art projects, one that's wrapped up, one that's underway. But if you get a chance to check out the Riverwalk,
yes,
specifically at the river where the bridge comes
bridge.
Across underneath.
Yes.
Former resident Laura Pommier, she now resides in Florida, has come up and totally transformed that underpass. And so we're very excited to be able to be a part of those opportunities and help continue to brighten the community up.
Yeah, I think more and more you see throughout downtown Jasper just even more color, more paintings, more murals.
Yep.
Covering up the kind of old school facades we have and whatnot, and it's not a bad thing because I think it breathes new life into our stationary landscapes we've got here. So,
well, and I think too, Mayor Seitz used to say when a lot of these projects were being kicked off, he used to say that you could invest in your community or you can manage its decline. And so some of this stuff is we're putting. At a core level, we're putting paint on a building. But really what we're doing is taking pride in what we have and showing how much we care about it. And for people who come and visit for work or for leisure, people who are looking to move to a place, people who are looking to start businesses somewhere, when they see that, it resonates with them and shows them that this community cares about the things that are going on in it. And sometimes you don't always get a chance to talk with folks and explain it to them. But if they're driving through or walking around, because the city's become more walkable with every day that goes by, then they can see that for themselves. And a lot of times actions speak louder than words. So I think all of these projects all lead to the I don't want to say the growth, but the benefit of the city.
Yeah, I mean, that's so well put. I think my favorite part is that, again, you're being able to highlight local artists and bring them in and give them monetary, benefits as well, but just being able to bring them in and be able to display their work in a more everlasting way.
Yeah, and I would even encourage, if someone who's an artist that's not living in this community, why not?
Yeah.
There are loads of opportunities for artists in our area, and it's a pretty darn good place to set roots down in. So I would encourage artists that aren't local artists to become local artists as well.
You're like on the scale of tipping over into like being a realtor, like trying to get people to come in and stay.
I don't know the housing market. I'm sure prices are still wild, but I know what I'm seeing in the arts community, and I know we have several very, very talented artists that are local. And I think that if artists are ever at a point where they're feeling like they're not supported, I want them to feel as though Jasper is a place that will support them.
And you guys do have actual examples of the support, and the community of that is constantly growing.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I think that at the end, this is definitely something that maybe prospective people who aren't getting support need to think about, that we do have support here for local artists and whoever is creatively inclined in that way.
Yeah.
Well, Kyle, is there anything else we need to touch on today? The Beehive is going to be a very busy day for you guys.
Just that this rug is fantastic.
Going back to the rug. Nothing wrong with the rug.
We started with the rug and we ended with the rug.
I think that's good. We'll have to. We have our glamour shots of the studio. We'll have to make sure to do a 30-second outro of just the rug and its fibers and the colors and the texture, all the art stuff.
Yeah.
Well, if there's nothing else, and maybe after the camera stop, we'll let you actually experience the rug in its entirety. But we have to wrap up first, so we'll go ahead and do that. But Thank you so much, of course, Kyle, for coming and talking with us. Always something happening with the Jasper Community Arts, so we're happy to have you and be able to pinpoint the Beehive and all the other great events that you put on. And again, if anyone needs more information, jasperarts.org.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I had it right.
Yep.
All right. Well, of course, thank you for your monthly visits. We hope to see you again not too soon. The rug will miss you until next month, I imagine. So before Kyle breaks it here, this has been your 18 WJTS in.form. We are local people watching local people and apparently talking about rugs.